If you look at violent interracial crime, black-white crime, there are about 1 million acts of violent black-white crime any given year. And by violent, I mean rape, murder, robbery with aggravation, manslaughter. About 90% of that involves a black perpetrator and 90% involves a white victim.
We have to exterminate white people off of the face of the planet.
Tonight, one murder suspect is dead and 2 sit in jail, accused of killing 5 people in Garland County and then setting their bodies on fire.
Still so surreal. I wake up every morning and still think, was that real? Did that really happen?
When does it stop? You know, it's insane.
Karen Gentry and her husband Scott are still trying to come to terms with the murder of her 80-year-old war hero father, Edward Gentry Sr. His home ransacked and truck found burning 13 miles away. The hotel shootout causes more pain.
It was horrific. It was almost as bad as getting the initial news. It's devastating. And then to hear, you know, there were more casualties involved. It's just like, when does it stop?
Karen tells me her dad put up one heck of a fight, but still she doesn't understand why anybody would have bound him and shot him in the head.
They beat an 80-year-old man until he was on the floor. They tied him up.
On the same property, someone shot and killed Karen's brother, Ed Jr., his wife, Pam, their son, Jeremy, and his girlfriend, Kristen Warnicki, then set their mobile home on fire.
In some cases, the dental records were useless because the beating was so severe that there was no teeth to identify.
I'm so proud of him for he's 80 years old with one leg, and he fought to protect his home when they came in.
Right now there's a gag order, so we're not allowed to ask any other questions.
Oh, my goodness, Kelly, thank you. Here is the Fox 16 bottom line. The 5 bodies were discovered in Piercy on November 12th. Deputies say they have identified 3 suspects. One of them, 22-year-old Marvin Stringer, was shot and killed last night at a motel in Hot Springs, and police have in custody 2 other suspects.
Ann Presley died at age 26, in her bed, unable to answer her mother's desperate questions.
And I said, "Man, who did this to you?"
A rapist and now murderer, Curtis Vance. The Little Rock anchorwoman survived 5 days and never spoke a word after her brutal rape and beating.
A triple murder sending shockwaves through a small Arkansas town this evening. It is a story we are continuing to follow tonight. It happened overnight in the Clark County city of Arkadelphia, where a woman came home to find her husband and 2 daughters stabbed to death.
Confirmed Anna Galbraith actually had gone to the Christmas parade and a Girl Scout meeting before coming home to first find her infant on the floor, which turned out to be okay. Her husband dead in his studio inside the home, and then her eldest 6-year-old daughter dead inside the doorway to the children's room. It wasn't till police arrived that they found the 4-year-old also dead. As far as how or why this happened, authorities are very tight-lipped about this triple homicide, only saying they'll continue to investigate until they settle this out. Clark County officials have their hands full, as this is the 4th homicide in just 5 days.
Have arrested a 19-year-old man for a triple murder. Neighbors in Arkadelphia still can't believe the killings happened in their small city.
You saw that arrest live last night right here on Fox 16 News. Riacos Lozana has been charged with 3 counts of capital murder for the deaths of Bobby Galbraith and his 2 young stepdaughters.
It was around 4:15 Thursday afternoon when 40-year-old Philip Wise returned to the Salvation Army in North Little Rock with his 3 young children. As he was walking to the back door of the building on West 18th Street, investigators say 2 males armed with handguns approached him and demanded money. With his 4, 6, and 8-year-old children by his side, Wise was shot and killed.
We have 2 suspects that we're looking for, 2 young black males that fled to the Windermere.
Wise, a Maumelle resident, was well known in the community and had just dropped off 2 bell ringers at their home before going back to the Salvation Army.
Mr. Wise was a Major, and he spent the last 16 years of his life giving back to the community and serving others. The last 3 years, specifically in the Berrien Cross area, which he was actually shot and killed this afternoon.
The North Little Rock Police Department is now pleading with the community to come forward with any information that can help solve this crime.
Good evening. Breaking news out of Fayetteville tonight, as we first reported at 9 o'clock on KXNW 34, a break and a 6-year-old murder case. Fayetteville police say a Springdale man is behind bars in connection with the death of Nina Ingram.
Nina Ingram was found strangled to death in her apartment on Sycamore Street in Fayetteville in April 2006. This year, Fayetteville police said they were retesting evidence because of advancements in DNA technology. Every year, on the anniversary of her daughter's death, Judy Ingram visits Nina's gravesite. This April, she told 5 News at the cemetery that she still has trouble accepting that her daughter is gone.
Arrested this man, Rico Cone, on a capital murder warrant yesterday.
Tell a cracker anything, but start killing these crackers tonight.